You could have been part of something special.
What do you say? You could have been part of something special.
Part of something special. Julia Hart gave Willow Nightingale the chance to join the House of Black. Nightingale had no interest.
I get it now. That's what the blackness is about, right?
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons Delight. Let's talk about this one, y'all. So in the last video, I recapped the match between Julia Hart and Willow Nightingale, an opportunity to face Kris Statlander for the TBS championship at Full Gear this Saturday. Julia Hart won that match, so if y'all want to go back, I even do a little small preview of what I thought was going to happen in that match as well. If y'all want to go to that match, go to the last video, or I have a link to the video on the end screen at the end of the video. So let's talk about what Brody King told Willow Nightingale. So we finally learned what's been going on with this whole situation. Now, many of us have speculated, and I think most of us got it right about what was going on here. We knew that it was probably a chance to join the House of Black. So Brody King at one point during the match screamed at Willow Nightingale, "You could have joined the House of Black. You lost the opportunity." As Julia Hart was punishing Willow Nightingale. Basically, it seemed like they were punishing Willow Nightingale for not joining. So it sounds like Willow Nightingale didn't take them up on their offer. Now remember, at one point Willow Nightingale was showing her dark side with Skye Blue, and then it seemed like the last couple of weeks, really since the Collision episode where she shook Kris Statlander's hand, I think that was like 3 weeks ago. Since then, Willow Nightingale has gotten off the heel turn teases, which is a good thing because I've been saying it in my videos. I don't think now is the time to turn Willow Nightingale heel. She's got too much of a connection with the fans. Too much of, right now, I think she's just perfect as a babyface. I think you need to keep her on that side. When the time comes to turn her heel, it'll come. But I always felt like with Skye Blue, she could use the heel turn. Because I remember I was talking about Skye Blue earlier this year joining the Outcast as that young prospect, sort of like what they did with Wheeler Yuta in Blackpool Combat Club. Remember how they had the young prospect and Wheeler Yuta join them? So my thoughts with this is that Skye Blue, even though she blew the mist in Julia Hart's face, I still think there's a chance she might end up joining the House of Black. So what I'm looking for in this match coming up at Full Gear, I didn't say this in my last video, but I should have. And I'll probably reiterate this again on Dynamite. What I think is going to end up happening is, I think there's a chance Skye Blue might end up joining Julia Hart. So my thinking in that match is that potentially I could see Julia Hart and Skye Blue working together in that match. And maybe that's when Skye Blue actually joins Julia Hart. Now, it might not be in that match. It might be later when Skye Blue joins Julia Hart. It sounds like Skye Blue still hasn't made a decision yet. Even though she blew the mist in her face, she probably still hasn't made a decision yet. And hear me out on this. Now, somebody, I don't know if it was Reddit or another site, can't remember where I read this at, but it was sometime last week. And I thought it was the most interesting post I've read on this storyline so far. Somebody was saying that they think that Skye Blue has become an uncontrollable monster that Julia Hart can't tame. I think Julia Hart knows she's changed Skye Blue, but she might be a bigger monster than what she was when she first joined the House of Black. And that she can't control her that well. And she's going to be just this out of control, I don't know, project for the House of Black. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at Skye Blue, she's been very reckless in her matches lately, which shows a lot of like a wild dog, like just, like a wild animal or something like that. Like she just cannot be controlled right now. So I think that person, where they were going with that, I liked it because maybe that's where this is headed at. Because what's interesting was last week she just stared at Julia Hart, but Julia Hart was looking for the mist in her mouth and she didn't see it, right? So it's like Skye Blue has basically become unpredictable. And so, and then I remember on the broadcast they mentioned that Skye Blue is more friends with Willow Nightingale than Chris Statlander. And we know we had that whole thing going on with her and Chris Statlander too. So I don't know if Skye Blue's gonna turn her back on Willow Nightingale or not. I think that's been a riding thing with this. That's why I love this storyline. It's very complex. There's a lot of good mystery in here. I think we'll find out a little bit more at Full Gear what's going on here. But yeah, Brody King officially confirmed that Willow Nightingale is not joining the House of Black. So we finally found out about that. I'm glad they got that part out of the way because I always wonder, okay, is this about joining the House of Black? So we finally found out about that. So we'll see what's going on at Full Gear. I'm going to reiterate some of this stuff in the Skye Blue Beats Red Velvet video. And we'll go from there. So I'll see y'all for Dynamite, then I'll see y'all for Full Gear when I put those videos up. Now, there is a chance if I don't put in Dynamite on time, which on time for me will be like by Monday. If I don't put them in by then, we're just going to skip the Full Gear. So I'm going to try to record them either today or tomorrow, these videos. Usually my weekends are so busy where I can't really work on it, but I'm going to try to work on it when I get a chance, though. Because I do want to put up Dynamite before I work on Full. Because I would like to start working on Full Gear like either Sunday or Monday. Because that's like one of my main priorities. My two main priorities this month is to cover Full Gear and Survivor Series. So sometimes it could be a little bit difficult with the TV shows, but we'll see what happens. But I'm definitely getting these videos out, Rampage and Collision for last week. We'll probably skip Rampage and Collision this week unless there's something going on. Oh yeah, there is no Collision this week, but there is Rampage. So we'll see what's going on Rampage though. But going ahead and get this video, like, share, subscribe, give me your thoughts on this, man. Thank y'all for watching. After News to Light.